Even as Bukhungu Stadium beckons on Friday, 31st December 2021, Francis Atwoli, the Secretary General of KOTU, has released a bombshell. It is said that Atwoli has caused major panic in OKA, by making a statement that has just blown away the minds of Kenyans. Atwoli has threatened to play on loudspeaker at Bukhungu Stadium recordings of voices of OKA kingpins begging for handouts from the deputy president.
Hata juzi walipanga kuja usiku wachome ile gari ya road show. Wanaongea nikisikia. Unaona? Mimi nawasikia. Juzi walienda pahali kuchukua pesa na wanaitiwa hiyo pesa na wasikia. Very little money. Hata sio pesa mtu anaweza kupatia uende ukosi kisanga. Na tena wanaonywa, wanasema wewe chukua hii pesa, kama kitu hapana fanyika wewe utaona hii mpambe. And I'm listening to them. Na siku hiyo nitafungua hiyo sauti zao mtasikia. On 31st I will put their voices on a loudspeaker, on a public address system, so that those people will be here, will be able to listen to Luya traitors. Wale watu wanauza nyinyi. Hata mtasikia wengine wakibageni, wengine wakipatiwa appointment. Na ni sauti zile mnajua mtacheka. On 31st mtacheka sana. Siku hiyo ndio mtatoka hapo mkisema huyu huwezi chagua.
Now. Does Atwoli want to become another Sonko? You know Sonko, Mike Sonko, the immediate former governor of Nairobi County, has made a name for himself, with his audios and video clips, which he has been releasing in quick succession. Well, now they've stopped. But when those releases were ongoing, there were so many people in Kenya who could not sleep. Now, there are many who are doubting whether Bwana Francis Atwoli actually has such recordings in his possession. Surely, the OKA principals cannot be so careless as to do such negotiations in a place that is less than super secure, if any such negotiations ever took place. But what we know is that Atwoli has been very consistent in bashing OKA. Atwoli has been very consistent in telling us that OKA is actually a kiosk, for generating funds, making money. He has emphasized that OKA has nothing to do with a better Kenya, has nothing to do with fighting for a better life for ordinary Kenyans. They're just selfish, according to Atwoli. Now, unfortunately, in the event that OKA are completely innocent of these allegations and accusations from Francis Atwoli, very unfortunately, they have done nothing that would convince Kenyans Atwoli may not be telling the truth. Indeed, many of the actions have only served to remind Kenyans of what Atwoli has been saying. They have only served to convince Kenyans further that what Atwoli may be saying needs to be looked at, because there could be some truth in it. Surely, as a seasoned politician, when somebody makes such attacks against you, whether they're true or not, you must defend yourself. You must reposition yourself, and create an image that is the exact opposite of what your political opponents and enemies are saying. But this is not what OKA has done. In my opinion, people like Musalia Mudavadi and Kakamega Senator Cleophas Malala seem to be working very hard to actually end their political careers forever, especially over the way they have been carrying themselves and behaving concerning the upcoming Bukhungu meeting, which has been called by Papa Atwoli, as Wananchi lovingly call him. The meeting at this very famous stadium is supposed to make a declaration, to give Luyas a direction, if I'm going to use the exact words of Atwoli, concerning how they will vote, how they will campaign in the 2022 presidential race. Sometimes it is much better, image-wise, for politicians just to keep quiet and tell the press or anybody who asks you, no comment at this time. I will issue a detailed statement later. Please, I have no comment to make at this time. Simple. But instead, the kind of statements coming out of Malala, which have even attracted the attention of the national cohesion, Jamas, leaves a lot to be desired. Indeed, it raises questions. Why are people so determined to fight against a political meeting being held? Why are people going out of the way to issue such biting remarks against a political gathering? Why? Is somebody paying somebody to speak in a certain way? This kind of politics reminds me very much of the days of Mama na Baba, Kanu. Those days of draconian leadership. Sycophants issuing draconian statements, insults at their political opponents. Where there was no debate, where there was no tolerance for one another, like it ought to be in a country that is said to be democratic. And I dare add, Kenyans need to ask themselves, where are these Kanu tactics suddenly re-emerging from? It is so sad, because a lot of us were very excited when people like Cleophas Malala entered politics. The playwright of the famous play that was even banned, called Shackles of Doom. Many Kenyans thought to themselves that somebody who can actually pen such a play, put together such a play, is somebody who is very concerned for the welfare of the common Kenyan, is somebody who loves their country and would want to fight for a better Kenya. Lakini hatujui watu hukula nini wakiingia kwa siasa. People change. Very idealistic people with great ideas enter politics and they change. They become even worse than the other politicians whom we don't expect much from. About 2 weeks ago, a very trusted, reliable source of information for me approached me and started firing barbs at me. They told me, Who gave you the idea that Honorable Musalia Mudavadi is working with the Deputy President? Who gave you that idea? Chris, you're wrong. And they offered, to talk to Musalia Mudavadi personally and get his position. And they got back to me and they told me, you see, this is what I told you, Chris. Musalia Mudavadi will never, ever work with the Deputy President. And I believe them because in the past they've given me very credible information. Many times very highly sensitive information that has ended up panning out. And I even did a video on this channel based on that information I had received from this man. But I'm afraid from where I sit now, I have big doubts as to whether that information was accurate. Because the behavior of one Musalia Mudavadi, in fact, even recently said that we should expect Musalia Mudavadi going forward to be extremely unpredictable. Gosh, what does that even mean? Does any voter want a politician who is unpredictable? Does that expression come anywhere near the kind of politician Kenyans would want to look up to? But actually, when you think about it, that is exactly how Musalia Mudavadi has been behaving for a long time. Very unpredictable. And this is clearly his political strategy. But to what end? What would be the end game of being an unpredictable politician? Being unpredictable is very good in sports. Like if you're a striker, if you're unpredictable, the other team can't read your moves. That makes sense. But in politics, how? Educate me, please, somebody. Maybe there's something huge I'm missing here. Now, reading the politics over the upcoming Bukhungu meeting, it is very clear that some politicians are fighting tooth and nail to frustrate, make sure that that meeting will not be successful. Now, which politicians are these? What side of the political divide is this that is fighting the meeting at Bukhungu? Could it be the ruling Jubilee government, the president's allies? No, I don't think so. Could it be ODM? No, they're bang in the middle of that meeting. Folks, I'm afraid we only have one suspect. UDA and Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. And we can clearly see what UDA would have to gain by ensuring that the Bukhungu meeting is not a success. And so, following this line of thought, would it be true to also say that Senator Malala and Musalia Mudavadi are fighting for the same cause, the cause of UDA? And therefore, would it be true to say that these two individuals are as good as already being banged inside UDA? Because they're already fighting for the interests of UDA in Western Kenya? Would that be accurate? Well, in my view, that is precisely what is already very clearly written on the wall for all to see. I mean, these people are not hiding their venom against the Bukhungu meeting. These people are using UDA tactics because we know that UDA are using KANU tactics. Many of their political strategies remind us of Moi's draconian KANU. And that is a fact. And don't get me wrong, There's nothing wrong with anybody joining UDA. There's nothing wrong with Musalia Mudavadi and Senator Malala joining UDA. It is their right. It's not illegal. However, the right thing to do would be to make it crystal clear. Tell Kenyans. Don't pretend. Just come out and put your cards on the table so that Kenyans know precisely who they're dealing with. This maneno of being unpredictable just won't cut it. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.